Aquarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for August 24th through the 30th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Aquarius. The overall energy for the reading, the Three of Cups. Well, this talks about connecting through love with another energy. Now let's see what we have here. In the recent past, the Moon, the Six of Wands, the Death card. Something is done there, but like low-key there, you're kind of happy about it. You're almost having your own little party to the side of it. Like, yay, you know, but like it's almost like coming through as a secret, as yeah, I shouldn't be happy about it or something. Okay, in the current situation, the Page of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Page of Wands. All right, so this is interesting because well, I see one energy and I see another energy, and then there's space between them, but they're connected somehow. But I can't, it's almost looking like, you know, to each their own. Everybody's doing their own thing here, but at the same time, they're doing something together. I don't know what this space is here. It's kind of thrown me off, a little redundant, but we'll see. We'll get back to it. In the immediate future, the Eight of Pentacles, the Justice card, the Emperor. It feels to you like something is falling into the right place here, and it could have to do with your stability. But like you're coming through with the sense of finally, you know, things are happening, things are popping here. I see you invested in something, so definitely putting effort into whatever this is, and then kind of with the feeling of it's right, you know. Okay, let's clarify. Let's do the Three of Cups. For the Three of Cups, you get the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, the Star. Oh, that could be it then. Okay. Because this is presented as I said, you know, two energies connected through love. But then I see a little bit of, like a little commotion over this connection in itself, because on one hand, these energies are connected. On the other hand, it seems like each energy from the two that are connected is kind of internal, kind of hermiting or something. It's kind of like, right now it's about me, but I'm connected to you, you know, at the same time. So would I be able to really, truly make it all about me? Would I be able to fully say, okay, I'm internal right now, I'm just, everything and everyone, just leave me alone? Not really, because I still feel this connection on the outside of me. So that's where it becomes a little conflicting and maybe this is the distance that I'm seeing here in the current situation, because there's definitely a strong need of going within here, at least on your end. And at the same time, you're connected to something outside of you that almost doesn't allow you to fully connect to yourself, you know? So, okay. Let me do the Moon in the recent past. The Five of Wands, the High Priestess, the Six of Pentacles. Okay, well, I mean, the ups and downs of what someone's going to feel over something that closes off, right? You're going to feel guilt. You're going to feel sometimes, you know, a little bit of freedom with it, a little bit of, okay, that's done, you know. So there's all sorts of mixed emotions there that are not necessarily coming through on the surface, all of them. You know, some internalized things like, again, guilt may be, at the same time having a good feeling that it's all going to be okay, then, I don't know, all sorts of things at once happening because there's an ending at play of something. And a lot of it is just not coming to the surface. So I'm wondering if you actually allowed yourself to go through all these things, or did you just shove them down there, and not looking into all of those. Some of them I do see you feeling them, but not necessarily externalizing. Others, I'm not sure if you were willing to go there, like feeling all of the things that made you even uncomfortable at times. Let's do the Six of Wands. You get the King of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Wands. There's definitely a sense of happiness. There's like a party in there in this energy. And it's not one of those, oh, something ended, so let's throw a party for it. Yay, because it ended. Not like that. It's because it's coming through from everything that surrounds this ending. So it's more like an energetic feel of relief, of freedom from something, of, phew, this is done. And it comes through with a heart opening almost, with a, oh my God, it feels amazing. And again, I see it happening on, if this is, let's say, a connection to somebody on everybody's end. It's not just you or them, or kind of throwing a secret party somewhere. It's just, in a way, it feels perfectly right that this is ending, whatever this is. Maybe not necessarily in the moment, even though energetically I feel like in the moment too. But it's one of those that if it's not felt in the moment, it's definitely going to be felt down the road. Okay, that was for the better, Oy, oy, oy. For the Death card, you get the Tower, the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. There was a lot of resistance here to let this close down, to let this crash to begin with. And then when it did crash, and then when it did close down, there's still quite the resistance to it. And I do see a partnership there. So there's a little bit of, let's not let this crash and let's not let this close down. But I feel like it still did. And what the crash brought with it was a bunch of things, and all at once. Experiencing from the lowest energies to the highest energies here. Let's do the Page of Cups in the current situation. You get the Four of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Hangman. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's again, I see two energies almost separated, but because of an internal individual process, which is beautiful, So they're not really separated, but there's the illusion of separation here. Because at the same time, you do have to kind of keep honest with yourself and connected to yourself through any kind of connection you have with anybody. So if anything, this might be a good thing and a very healthy thing. To keep that sense of connection to yourself and then still connected to something outside of you. And I feel like it's happening on both ends, which makes it quite beautiful. There's like, first there's self-love, and then we get to share that, Let me do the Two of Wands, the World card, the Seven of Wands, the Fool. Okay, there could have been some distance, though, like physical distance, that somebody's not liking anymore. It's like, okay, we gotta, bridge that gap for sure. Somebody's like, okay, enough of this. We're good. let's do something about it. Okay. For the Page of Wands, oh, you get the Six of Wands, the Lovers, the Devil. Okay, so there's, okay. Then where's you in this? While one energy is taking things from that perspective of staying connected to themselves and to, again, somebody else outside of themselves here, which makes it, again, healthy and beautiful and all of that. The other energy, I feel like, started off on the same path here with, this connection. But then I feel like they started connecting outside of themselves a little more, and they almost are looking like they're losing connection to themselves. So it's almost making it look almost obsessive, like, okay, I'm just gonna focus on you and that's it. I forgot about me, forgot about everything else. So they went to the other extreme. Without meaning to. This is not like, okay, I'll just obsessively think about you and connect to you now. Ooh, no. I think it took them by surprise, whoever this is. So one of these energies is you. I can't tell which, though. I'm at 50-50 right about now. Okay. The problem with this energy is not necessarily that, okay, it can happen to any one of us that, okay, we get so obsessive on something that it's like we forget about anything else. The problem is I don't think they're aware that that's what they're doing, that they completely lost connection to themselves here. They started off that way, connecting to themselves, just like you, if that's you, or just like the other energy, but then it got away from them. Let me do the Eight of Pentacles. In the immediate future, the Page of Wands, the Death card, the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I think that's you. I'm starting to think that's you there, because it connects to here. Where you got a little sidetracked there. You got a little, you lost that connection to yourself for a split second, and then the whole focus was put on somebody else. But I think, because in here you're coming through with the sense of, okay, enough of that shit, let's get our shit together, and let's keep going here, let's focus on what's important. Which, by the looks of it, you're shifting the focus towards your stability. So you're done with that. I like how you're coming in here and you're kind of like snap out of it almost. Like, okay, enough of that shit. Okay. Cool. Let's do the Justice card, the Knight of Cups, the Moon, the Four of Cups. Okay, you're definitely bringing it back to yourself, back to balance, back to let's focus on what's important. It's a little hard. It's not that easy, even though you make it look easy. You're telling me, yeah, it's a little tricky. But you know what? As long as I'm persistent and I'm gonna bring it back to balance. Okay. And I see the Emperor there, which definitely helps that you have that energy, because that's a very driven energy. So it's like if you set up a goal, you're gonna pursue it for sure. For the Emperor, you get the Queen of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the King of Wands. Yeah, slowly but surely, you're redirecting the focus towards yourself, towards what's important to you, what's meaningful to you. And even if it's difficult at times, you're still managing to do that. You can slip up from time to time, but it happens to all of us. But again, as long as you set up the intention, you should be good to go here. I'm not really worried about you, because I see the energies and I'm seeing the slip ups too, but you don't stay there long enough for me to worry about this. So you'll bring yourself back from a little bit of, I just paid attention to something other than me, in a potentially obsessive way, but I'm back, I'm bringing it back home. Okay, cool. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice for you. The Five of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Tower. I feel like there's regret over... You're telling me you're carrying an energy of regret over how things crashed over there in the past, over that situation there. It's not that things crashed, it's how they crashed, over how it happened. There's a little bit of you looking back and kind of giving me a sense of, I wish I could take that back, So there's a little bit of that. So if you want to look into that energy, don't carry it with you. Try to feel it, go through it, transmute it. It's not necessarily a good energy to carry with you. You're better off starting to work towards accepting that, hey, it happened. It's in the past, it's a done deal. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.